Look at me, all spread laid back on my couch as if I'd paid for it, huh? And in fact I did, so I'm gonna spread and lay and relax. But we're gonna go and listen for the first time to this song right now together. So don't get lost, stick around, and those are just SD cards, old and new. Too many SD cards. Every time I bought a camera which needed to be faster, I still have some older SD cards. Actually, truth to be told, I only use a couple of them, like this one. This 128, and another one that I have in the Black Magic that it's a faster SD2. Anyway, enough nerdiness, let's go. We are busy here, huh? Let's go. You know, when you do that, you piss me off. You piss me off.
Вот и все. Знакомые стены стали стенами, больше ничем. Воздухом, пропитанным нашими откровениями.
I will refrain from making any comment about her beauty. I promise.
Уходи, быстрей забирай с собой наше прошлое, все на часах. Смотри, время истекает внутри. Сердце умоляет, прости, я прощаю. Пламя догорает, хочешь же его забери.
I like this scene, big, deep, low. That was really not boom, 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 boom. I don't know what kind of range she has. She has a very dark, thick voice. And I must say maybe she's a contralto. Lovely voice. Of course, this is studio version. Lovely, lovely voice. And I know you're not looking at me, Gagarina. I know, but those eyes, they're just piercing through me like nothing. Huh? Stop looking at me. I'm a sensitive man. It's actually kind of cool. A strange mix of like electronic music and all right, fuck it. I'm gonna talk about her beauty. I'm just thinking, my mind is just thinking like, this woman, you see this woman, you see her, and all I'm thinking like, there is a husband out there, her husband out there. Then when she comes back home, that's what he sees. Husband, you son of a gun. Kidding aside, I was saying like this is an interesting mixture of electronic. So hard, I get distracted. This mixture of electronic and operatic style, of course, she's really nothing short of opera singer. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if she had training in that. Incredible, like belting queen type of singer, big resonance, big voice all the time. And there is also this a little bit tendency in Russia to combine this very popish electronic music, extremely electronic, like Monica Naranjo, a little bit in the similar kind of direction. And actually, I just remember that I have to do more Monica Naranjo because I'm sure you want to see that, and I have to get to that. But there's actually some interesting sounds and scenes here that make the song, yeah, like sort of in a ballpark of its own, especially with this voice. So I'm just curious also where it's going. Man, I'm telling you, if this girl was American, like I would do those songs in English probably, okay, with a different vibe. Wow. I mean, this creature, like this creature, you know, like sometimes it's like watching also a little bit like Beyonce, you know, like you look at her and you look like, wow, what a beautiful creature, the outside, with an incredible voice and skill and charisma and presence. And here we have something similar, in my opinion, a singer that has incredible pipes and technique, and she's incredibly beautiful. So it's like some people like really get packed with a lot of stuff by birth. But remember that Caruso was neither tall or pretty. Still, it's one of the most revered singer ever. So just remind yourself that when you try to compare yourself to other people. Caruso probably like will be standing right here like on his own feet, more like a hobbit than a human. And he was actually from Naples and immigrated to the States, and wow, one of the biggest or most known opera singer ever. So just remember that. But for the sake of entertainment, to look like silly and to indulge into cheaply and poetically indulge in her beauty, we have to say it. She's just gorgeous. Alright, stop looking at me like that. Another thing, I mean, the song stays pretty flat on this rhythm actually. She's doing all the work in terms of giving extra dynamic also with this higher part in the voice, you know, she's going higher in her range, but the beat stays, you know, also with that deeper bass going on. It stays like that. I would have imagined a little bit different dynamic also in the instrumentation, but it just stays the same. So she's doing most of the improvisation and the soloing, you know, with her voice to add the extra layer of dynamic. But it's alright. It comes across as a fairly, you know, well-made pop electronic song. And of course, I mean, this song is probably really well suited also to do a remix. And the video is playing hard on her image. I mean, come on. It's a simple video. It's well shot. It's very glamorous, glam in terms of like aesthetic, and she's the centerpiece of the whole video. Incredibly straightforward. Where basically just her body and her dancing and her shape and silhouette. It's telling the story, which I don't know exactly the lyrics. But obviously every time there is a woman that is showcasing her curves, it adds by default a layer of vulnerability and also sensuality as well, in my opinion. My Imaginary Wife #2. Well, what do I think? Well, it is what it is. It's an incredibly popish. It's very unique because this type of stuff, it's really, you know, like really comes from a lot from. I guess I hear it a lot coming from Eastern Europe, and I'm also, but the things that I'm actually wondering the most, apart the song, I give it a thumbs up because there was some interesting element in the song that were quite pleasing, and I wouldn't mind listening to it again, to listen to her voice, not just to look at her. Don't immediately think of the And I'm just thinking, another thing that I want to know that I discovered recently actually, and I'm talking to my Russian Eastern European audience, why is Adriano Celentano so famous in Russia? Eh? Why is Adriano Celentano so famous in Russia? I want to know. I want to know right now. And you better let me know in the comment section. And I was thinking, like, I would love to do an Adriano Celentano reaction. Eh? How about that? Let me know. Always spread love. And I'll see you later on another video. Go check it out right now. And I have to go out. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.